Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to solve the Leetcod problem number 131, palindrome partitioning. The question is, given a string S partition as such that every substring of the partition is a palindrome. Return all the possible palindrome partitioning of S. A palindrome string is a string that reads the same backward as a forward. So first of all, I will tell you what the question is asking. So let me take an example. Let me take a string which is A, B, and C. So the question is asking, we have to partition the string in such a way that after partitioning every substring should be palindrome. So we can partition in such a way that A, B, C, that we can partition, and every substring is a palindrome because every single character of a string is itself a palindrome. So it is a palindrome, yeah, it is a palindrome, yeah, it is a palindrome, yeah, it is a palindrome. So that is a one combination. Now another combination that we can make, which is we can partition A as a single string and B and then C. Here, every substring that is a palindrome, yes, is a palindrome, yes, is a palindrome, yes. So this is the another combination that we can make. After partitioning, each substring should be palindrome. So here we can make only two combination that after partitioning, each substring in this combination should be palindrome. So now the question is how we can solve that problem. So first we have to find that how many points are there that we can partition. So that is one point is here one, and the second point is that, third is that, and fourth is that. The whole string is also a single string. So we can see that the partitioning point is starting from 1 and it is going to the length of the string because length of the string is 4 and the point is 4. So the loop will go from 1 to 4. Okay. So we will execute a loop from 1 to length of the string. Now the problem is what we will do next for the put after partitioning every substring in our array list that should be a palindrome. So what we can do for that, now I will tell you what we will do. So let me again take a string which is a a b c. So we know that there is a 4 point that we can partition, that is 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So first we will take for the point 1. Okay. So we will partition from at that 1. For 1 we are taking, that is 1. So we can partition. After partitioning, the string will be in two part. First is A and second will be A, B and C. Let me take a name. This is a left string and this is a right string. Okay. Now every time we will check is left string is a palindrome. If it is a left string is a palindrome, then we will add in our array list. We will create array list and we will store. Uh, is it palindrome? Yeah, this left string is a palindrome. Then we will add in our array list. So again we will do for the right string same procedure. So we will again partition this string, the point 1 here. Then again this will be in two part. That first is 1A and the second will be B and C. So this is the left, this is the right. So again we will check this left string is a palindrome. Yes, the single character is itself a palindrome. Then we will add in our array list. Again we will do the same procedure for this right string. Then we will again partition. Then it will be the left is B and the right is C. Again we will check this left string is a palindrome. Yeah, this is a palindrome. Then we will add in our array list. Okay, now we will go for the right, the same procedure. Again, we will partition this string, the left will be C, and at this time, here is a single character so that the right string will be empty because there is no string empty. So at that point, we will check again. Left is a palindrome. Yes, this is a palindrome. Then we will add in our array list. Then we will add in our array list, which is C. Okay. Now, when we will find the string is empty, that means we have found one combination that after partitioning each and every substring is a palindrome. That means we have found one combination. Then what we will do? We will store these combination in our final result. So we will create a array list which is going to store all the combination. So we will store in this array list final result. So this procedure is going for the point 1 because we are partitioning at point 1. So we will go to the every point. This is the possible point is again 2 and the next is 3 and the next is 4. So we will go for 2, the same procedure we will go for 2 and again we will go for 3, again we will go for 4 because we will use for loop. For loop is going starting from 1 and it will go to the length of the string which is 4, and this procedure is only is executing for the point 1 and the whole procedure is going for every point for 2 and for 3 and 4. Then after executing the for loop, the all possible combination will be stored in our array list. And what we will do? We will just return this array list. So quickly we will implement the code. So here we will create a array list which is going to store all the combination. So what we will do? We will declare globally because if we declare in method, so we have to pass every time and every time. So that's why we are declaring globally that every method that easily every method can use the array list. So that's why we are declaring globally. So we are creating array list which is going to store the list which is going to store the list of a string. The name we will put the result arrays because, and how we will create the array list using new operator array list. Is going to store the list. List is going to store a string. Okay. Now the array list is created. Now here we will create a array list because every time we will check is left string is a palindrome or not, and that string will going to store in this array list. So that's why we are creating again a array list is going to this array list going to store only string. The name we will put the array. We will array. How we will create again using new operator using array list. It is going to store the string. Okay. Now we will create a helper method. We did all logic. We will write in the helper method. So that's why we will create a helper method. We will pass the string as and we will pass the string as and also the array. That's we will add all the string, which string is palindrome or not, which string going to add. So that's why we are passing array list array. And after completion of helper method, that means the all possible combination would have been stored in our result. So we just return the result. Return the result. Yes, result. So now we will create the helper method, which is going to private. The return type is word because it is not going to return anything. The name of the method is helper. The first parameter will be string as, and the second parameter will be array list. These array list is going to store string type. Name will be same because we don't want the confusion for the name. That's why we are taking the same name. Again, we have discussed that when we found the string is empty, that is our base case. That means we have found the one combination, and that time we just add our array list in our final result. Okay, so this is our base case. What is our base case of recursive code? That is our string is empty, so it will check our method, which is name, method name is empty. It will check the string is empty or not. If the string will be, the string is empty, that means we have found, and we will just add in our final result, which is final result array list. Add, we will add the array where we are adding all the string array. This is the array. Okay, if the string is not empty, that means we will check for the all possible point where we can partition. We have already discussed the starting point of the partitioning point is starting from 1, and it will go to the length of the string, which is I is equal to 1, and it will go to the length of the string, which is s dot length. Here real length is equal to, and I plus plus. Okay, now every time we'll partition the string in two parts. The first part is name. We will put the left string using how we will partition the string using substring method as dot sub sub as here is substring method. What is the starting point of the cutting point, which is 0, and the first point that where at which point that where we can partition, which is I. First point is I1, and it is going to the length of the string. So again, the what will be the right string, which is s dot sub s here in the string, which is after the partitioning point, which is I. Every time we will check is left string is a palindrome. How we will check? We will create another method. It will that method will return if the string will be partition palindrome, then that method will return the true. So we will create after writing these helper method on code. So if here we just only write the method, which is name is palindrome, palindrome. We just pass the string or left string. Is left string is a palindrome? If the left string is a palindrome, then we will add in our array list. Here we will create array list. Why we are creating? We will tell you. Because these array is sharing the same references for all the method, because this is recursive call, it is going to too many times call, because uh, and in every method this array is sharing same references. So when we will add in any method in array list any string, then it will going to add in every combination. So that's why we are creating for in every call a fresh reference. So that's why we are creating array list again, and we will just pass this array list in this array list because we don't want the same references. So that's why neglecting the same references. So that's why we are creating an array list string, and we will just pass these array, and these array we will just pass in these. So the all element will be stored in these array list, and the references will be changed. So it is easy for us now. Array. So so our store, and the same procedure is going for the right string. So we will call the recursively call the helper method. where we will pass the right string and the name is array1. Okay, the helper method code is completed. Now we will write for the checking the string is palindrome or not. So we will write the method, method which is private. Return type will be boolean because it is going to return true or false. B double O L E N boolean. Name will be is palindrome. 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 Here we are passing the string, so that's where the parameter will be as. Here we will take two pointer. The first pointer is going to point the starting index of the string, the starting index of the string, and the second pointer is going to point the last index of the string, which is s dot length minus one, which is last index of the string. And we will check every time the last index and the first index, first character and the last character is same. So the loop will go until the L is less than R, and every time we will check s dot caret L is equal to is same as dot char and R. If it will be same the character at both the position, then we will increase L plus plus and R minus minus. And after completion of the after executing loop, we will just return. If the L is greater than or equal to R, that means all character has been checked or the string is palindrome, so it will return true. And if it is not, then it will return false. Okay, the code is completed. Now we will check. Hopefully, it will run. Here cannot find result one. Oh, I have written something wrong. Oh, I have written something wrong. That is line number 12. Result one, not result one. It is only result. If miss typo, yes, ULT result. ES ULT S U L T result. Okay. Now again we'll check. Oh, again we have mistype because here sun substring. Again we have written mistype. Oh, okay, good. Now we will check again. Is palindrome okay? Okay, we have written here also mistype. Palindrome. Okay. Now again we'll let me check. The string is correct. Okay. The spelling is correct. Okay. Again we'll check. Why it is empty? Because oh, we haven't add, because if we found the left string is a palindrome, so every time we have to add. We haven't add, so that's why every here the string is empty. So we have to add every time. Array dot add the left string. Okay, now hopefully it will run. Now it is accepted. Now we will check for the rest of all test cases. Judging. It is accepted. Now, what is the time complexity of the solution? Here we are taking string. So every time we will go, we will taking or not taking, because for every substring we are going to partition in two part, which is left and right. So every time it is going to take or not. So for each and every substring it is going for two times. So that's why if the length of the string is n, So each and every substring is going to 2 times. So that's why it is going to 2 to the power n. So the time complexity is going to O of 2 to the power n for the check for the that. And for checking the string is palindrome or not, it is going to the length of the string. So O of n. O of n is will take for the length for checking the palindrome or not. So the overall time complexity is O of n 2 to the power n. And what is the space complexity? Because we are creating an array list and we are going to store, so it will go for the length of the string. So the time complexity will be O of n. Thank you guys for watching.